That's a tricky question. I don't think anybody has a crystal ball on how the technology will evolve. So essentially, some people believe that large language models will improve at such a rapid rate that not say information specialists, but basically all white-collar work might be removed, right? I don't think the information specialists are particularly vulnerable to AI. If AI gets to the stage where it's good enough to do information specialist job, it will probably be good enough to do any white-collar job. So I guess at this point, there's no point worrying about it. We should just do our best to learn, keep up, and to adapt. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a need to start to be more liberal about the types of searches that we can do. I know traditionally we care more about transparent searches, reproducible searches, but I think it's time to try to use other types of searches, semantic searches, that may not be as transparent or reproducible, but be able to get you more relevant results. I think there's also a need to actually study information retrieval formally. I don't just mean knowing like PubMed or Medline, but actually studying how computer scientists study information retrieval, how they measure effectiveness, and basically use these skill sets to test formally and rigorously all the new AI tools that are emerging from the new venture.
It's quite overwhelming at the minute. There's been a lot of information, but it's quite exciting, and it's shown the development of how AI is no longer a proof of concept and how it is being embedded into the evidence synthesis process. So that's been really interesting. There will be crossover in my presentation with a bit of Aaron's and a bit of Ian's, so about EpiWeb, how I've used bits of that, and also some of the theory like the bag of words is things that he's talked about will also be present in my presentation, so that's made me feel a bit better about that there is similar themes that I will cover. And also mine will hopefully show information specialists how they can be practically used rather than just being an academic concept. So hopefully it'll show theory and practice.
No, well, I'm from Sweden, from the Swedish Health Technology Assessment Agency, and I'm here very enthusiastic about being here. And so far in the morning it's been lots of information to take in, lots of new impressions, and definitely many key thoughts to bring with me back to Sweden. I think this is an extremely important topic, and I mean, we are working with it, but we are definitely learning extremely much when we're here. And I'm also very happy to be here to make connections with other people working with these types of issues, to be able to continue to have a dialogue about these issues. So I'm looking forward to the afternoon as well, and the conversation at the end when we'll discuss in a bigger group these types of issues.
From my perspective, everything that I wanted from such a meeting was fulfilled. There was time for networking, for exchange, to meet other information specialists from Germany or from Europe. We invited really interesting presenters with exciting topics. That was fantastic. My personal highlight was the last session. We organized an interactive session called Fishbowl, and we were really curious to see how that would work out with people, and it was fantastic. Many people interacted and sat down. They had a lot of different ideas and opinions, and that was a great final statement for the whole meeting. That was the second time that we hosted this information retrieval meeting, and I think it was clear that there's really need for such an exchange with information specialists or researchers that work in the field of information retrieval, and to discuss the challenges we face. And I think there's a need for another meeting, hopefully in 2 years.